have, like, certain movies you just really like?
Yeah, I can't pick. I can't say like this one is my favorite. It changes from time to time.
Well, which ones are on that list? Because now you have to tell me.
Okay, I'm going to exclude Jurassic Park, any of the Jurassic Park movies, because I'm very nostalgia biased for those.
That's fair.
Also, we're streaming, right? So we were.
Yeah, we're
Also,
streaming.
also Godzilla, like a lot of Godzilla movies as well. But if I had to go straight up favorite movies, oh dang it.
Yeah.
Um, what like I really like most animated movies. So like How to Train Your Dragon movies are up there. Um, the Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was amazing. DreamWorks takes a lot of fun. Is one of my favorites.
Puss in Boots was really good, I will admit that. I still haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon. I don't really intend on watching those, other than, like,
Yeah.
if they happen to come up and, like, if they happen to be on TV, then I'll watch those. But hi, Travis.
They're amazing. I have to think about that. It's like I'm trying to think of movies that aren't animated in Jurassic Park.
My favorite movie of all time is gonna have to be the 2004 Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Need to see that.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh my god. People complain and bitch and complain all the time because it's not like the 1970s version. But that's the point. Like, the thing about the 1970s version is, while it is, like, very nostalgic, the guy who wrote the book hated it so much that he prohibited anyone else from adapting any of his books while he was alive.
That's crazy.
He despised that movie. He said they butchered who Willy Wonka is supposed to be, and they just added a bunch of random crap that wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah, it's funny because I have seen the 70s version and I've seen Wonka. I thought the 70s version was okay. I thought Wonka was actually gets way too much hate. It's not that bad. And
Wonka got hate. I just thought it was mediocre.
yeah, it got a lot of hate. I was expecting it to be bad, so I watched it and it wasn't bad. So I was like, oh, I must get it.
Good heavens. No, but the 2004 movie is really, really good. Like, the whole set design. Like, for 2004, it looks like a movie that came out this year.
Yeah, I need to see it.
It's a fantastic. It's fantastic. I don't care what anybody says. That movie's freaking great. Second place.
Somehow unintentionally, Haskell was inspired by that.
Yeah. You really should see the full movie, though. Also, the songs in that one are, on my opinion, way better than the ones in the 70s version. Except for, like, I Got a Golden Ticket. I don't think there's anything better than that song, and
That is, the grandfather was sitting in the bed for 20 years while his daughter was slaving to keep him afloat. And then when he gets the opportunity to go to a chocolate factory, he finally gets up out of bed and starts dancing around, revealing that he can walk this entire time.
Oh my god. Yep. And the funny thing is that she doesn't seem to have any problem with that. No.
I never understood.
But, like, that song and the, I don't remember what it's called, but the "Come with me and you'll be in a world of true fabrication." That one's really good. But other than that, like, I definitely think the sound design of the 2004 version's better. Mainly because they literally took it from the books themselves, like, word for word. Second place is WALL-E. Third place is very difficult because a big chunk of me wants to say Oppenheimer, though I've only seen it once. And I feel like that's a little bit unfair. I feel like I should get a bit more of a feel for that movie before I automatically put it in my number 3. But other than that,
Galaxy is one of my favorites.
what?
the Galaxy, the first one.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy? Your audio is going... That's what it sounds like.
Makes sense. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. I really like that.
I think Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is the best one. I mean, the first one's fun. The second one is extremely silly. And then the third one is like probably the best one, like, all put together.
I keep hearing crazy. I don't cry in a lot in movies, and that almost made me cry.
Yeah, I keep hearing the Matt Pat version of the OSHA violation. How many C-type batteries does the Stratohawk need? 4.
I love how people are going in this chat expecting something else, and we're just talking about random movies.
We're just talking about random crap. It's because I'm waiting for people to show up.
Yeah.
I want to see if people show up. One movie that I really desperately want to love a lot, but just completely got ruined by the ending is Cars 3.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm just making sure in chat, has everybody seen Cars 3? Before I completely spoil it. I mean, it's a 2017 movie. I doubt anybody is, like, trying to dodge spoilers for Cars 3 nowadays. But it's still fair anyways. What is the Matt Pat version of the OSHA violation? Come with me and you'll be in a world of OSHA violations. I've seen Cars 3. Okay. It's me too, Travis in group chat, and I don't mind spoilers. Okay. Like, the whole movie's great. I love the idea, because it makes perfect sense. If you ignore Cars 2, it perfectly follows, like, where the first movie ended off. Like, you have Doc Hudson as this legacy. He's dead. And the first movie ended off with, well, I'm a better person than I was before. This guy was forced to retire. I don't want to retire. This movie picks that up by having, like, these freaking Bugatti Chirons show up and start playing in the same game as everybody else. So, like... as he's racing, more and more of these, like, Bugatti Chirons show up. And they're all, like... They all talk like teenagers. Like, well, it says, like, my name's Travis, bro, or something like that. The point is he's just slowing down. So he has to practice racing, and he's trying to get faster, but no matter what he does, he just can't seem to get anywhere, and he seems like he's wasting all of his time. I love that. I think that's, like, the best idea for a movie like that. And then it gets to the ending. Why do 2 people win the Piston Cup?
He did what?
Why didn't it, like, go, like, you race for me, I will watch and coach you, and then what's-her-face races and wins, and then he retires and she carries the name? Why wasn't that the ending?
That's a good point.
Because it's a 2017 movie, so everyone had to feel better about themselves. That's why.
Yeah. On that note, I think yeah, I thought it was good. I thought the ending was a bit weird. But like the movie itself overall is like good until that point. I don't care what anyone says. Cars 2, while it didn't make sense in the context of being a second, like like as a sequel, like carrying the story on, it is such a fun movie. In the beginning, 17 cars just explode.
Cars 2 is like... Cars 2 is a movie for the bros. It's a movie you gotta be in the mood to watch. But, like, you're in the mood, you've got, like, your friends come over, it's Sunday night, it's, like, 2 in the morning, you've had, like, 8 pizzas that day, and you're just in that mood, you put on Cars 2, and it's, like, the best movie you could put on for that mood.
Exactly.
I freaking love Cars 2. It's a terrible movie. Like, it's so bad, but, like, I love watching it. I think it's just too much fun to watch.
It's really fun. Like, there's no doubt.
It's fun, and the music is amazing. I think the music in Cars 2 is definitely, like, the best music out of all three movies.
Mm-hmm.
One movie that I've seen, and while I don't like it, I don't hate it either, even though it constantly contradicts itself over and over and over and over. Like, I managed to just drown out those constant self-contradictions. Have you seen Raya and the Last Dragon?
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It contradicts itself like every 10 seconds.
It's like, don't trust someone. Trust that person. Oh, wait, you can't trust them, but you can trust them. Trust the person that's trying to kill you 10 times already.
The only reason why I like that movie is because it has really good fight scenes. It has really good fight scenes, extremely good music, and the visuals are just really fun to look at. Like, that's another fun bro movie where you just have to be in the mood to watch it. And if you are in the mood to watch it, it's a very fun movie to watch.
It gets too much hate. Like, the plot, the
no,
plot
it doesn't.
is kind of stupid. Like,
it doesn't get too much hate. It does not get too much hate. People recognize the things I just listed, but it is the worst, stupidest plot I've ever seen in my entire life. That's why people hate it. It's because the plot is so freaking stupid.
It is terrible.
It is really bad. But again, the visuals, the fight scenes, and overall just like the music and stuff, it's a fun movie to watch, even if it's
also
terrible.
The dragon is funny, and it was funny until Awkwafina started being cast in literally every animated movie.
Yeah, the dragon is just Tessera plush.
Exactly.
Just watch Arcade instead. Exactly, but I don't know. That's not as silly.
I heard it's good. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either. I thought Encanto was okay. I mean, I thought Encanto was pretty good.
That was good.
I don't think it's perfect, but it's okay.
No. It has good songs.
It does. It has frustratingly catchy songs. I've seen Cars 2 before as a kid, but as an adult, I pretty much have a middle ground with Cars 2, but good if you turn your mind off as a sequel. I love the idea of a spy movie that's based around racing. And I think that the plot that they put together for that is done really well. Like, way better than anyone gives it credit for. Turning Red is underrated as hell. I will 100% agree with you there. No one talks about it, ever.
It's good.
No one talks about Turning Red. One day I was bored, so I just felt like watching it because I had literally nothing better to do. And I got so invested in it that I didn't even realize I've sat and watched the entire movie.
And it's one of those things where I heard people hated it, so I go in with low expectations, and I ended up loving it.
I didn't go in with low expectations because just nobody talked about it. I just came in with, like, middling expectations, I guess. I don't really think I had any expectations for it besides, no, I don't want to be turned into a marketable plushie, the movie.
Last year had two really good movies.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Wild Robot yet?
I really wish I had. I still haven't had a chance. I'm getting to it. You don't understand how pissed I was I didn't get to see it in theaters. But I have an Apple Vision Pro. So now what I'm waiting for is, here's what I want to do. I want to fix my AirPods Max so that I can go full theater mode and watch it on the Pros. That's all I want to do. So once I get my AirPods Max fixed, then I'll watch it. Until then, I don't want it to be spoiled.
I'm not spoiling it.
I did see The Electric State the other day. That's like the brand new one that just came out on Netflix.
Is it any good? I've heard terrible things on it.
It is incredibly funny. Like, the thing about it is that it basically has nothing to do with the original book. Like, the only thing that it has to do with the original book is, like, the setting that it takes place in, and the derpy robot that follows the girl around, and the fact that there is a device called a Neurocaster. But that's, like... And a lot of the art design from the original book was placed into the movie. But the movie is a lot more, like, loud and funny. And people really complain because the original book is meant to be as morbidly depressing as physically possible. And the movie is very funny and, like, happy-go-lucky, and it's very action-based, and there's explosions constantly, and it just kind of, like... If you read the book and you like the book, you will hate the movie. You will despise the movie. If you read the book...
It's a funny Chris Pratt movie. When I get a chance to watch it...
It's a funny Chris Pratt movie. It's funny because he has, like, this robot companion, and they constantly talk crap about each other behind their back throughout the entire movie once they're introduced.
I need to see this.
You need to see it. Like, I don't think it's bad. I think it's really fun to watch. Yet another bro movie. I think it's very fun to watch, but I definitely understand why people don't like it, because if you read the original book, you won't like it.
That makes sense.
Not really if you read the original book, but, like, if you were deeply invested in the original book, and you were expecting the movie to be like it. That's not the case.
Yeah, I get why people know about that. The movie that really impressed me last year, like, it blew me away because you see the trailer and it looks like just another kid in animated movie. Transformers 1, literally, like...
Oh my god. Mate, it sounds like you are talking to me on the other side of a room and the door is cracked open.
Hold on.
I don't know. I've never read Electric State. Electric State is an art book, and it's very good. It's very interesting. Happy April Fool's Day. Hi, Kingston. It's worse. It's actually, like, worse audio now. I literally cannot make out a single syllable that you're saying.
Call you back.
Okay, that came through perfectly.
Okay, is the audio any better?
Yes. Kingston, you are such a good guy. April Fools. You are despicable, Travis. Oh my god.
Wow.
Sheesh.
Anyways,
where were we? Transformers 1.
That movie looks... watch the trailer, and it looks like just a boring movie. The movie is so much better. The trailers do not do it justice. Like, the marketing team needs to be sued or something, because the movie is so good. Like, it is really good.
I really want to watch it. I literally just have not had time to. I haven't had time to watch anything recently, because I've been so busy fixing stuff, it's not even funny. I literally haven't had, like, even 10 minutes to myself. And the time I did have, I went and watched WALL-E.
I mean, it makes sense. That's completely fair.
Yeah, that's there. Another one that I think is, like, probably one of the best ones is Inside Out 2.
That was good.
I thought that was really good. Perfect? Almost. I'd say Inside Out 2 is almost perfect. But there are, like, a couple nitpicks I do have with it. And, like, the first nitpick, like, has nothing to do with the movie. It comes down to Disney crunching the developers for it. So they had to, cut some corners here and there, and that sucks. And I don't like that. And the other one is that Anxiety, like, directly repeats a voice line twice.
Oh, no.
Once you notice it, which voice line it is, you wait for it, and you just slowly facepalm every single time you watch the movie from that point forwards.
I'm sure glad we're not about to watch anything else where someone repeats their lines multiple times.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 20 freaking minutes. Let's get into the actual juice of this video. We've literally been yapping for no reason. So today, we are going to react to Brickosaurus's Nerf Deploy review.
Oh. Now, I want to say before we watch this that this is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
I already got calls from Christopher Nolan, Martin Scorsese. They are wanting me to help them with their next project.
Oh
because
my
of this
god.
video.
I literally freeze-framed on your hand covering the whole camera. Join the live stream.
I'm on it.
Yeah, that's... Oh my god.
No screenshots.
Ladies and gentlemen, actually, because you're like so high up in frame, any screenshots just gonna look stupid. You're saved this time. Alright, here we go.
Oh boy. Okay, it's on.
Oh my
Good.
god.
Hello everyone, Brickosaurus Teacher 7 here. Back to you with another review.
The music is too perfect, and the lighting is too good, and your camera isn't at an angle, and you can get your whole head in frame.
This is my new camera, by the way. The quality's much better.
Yeah, you also didn't use a potato camera. For the ideal video, you would want to use a Battle Scout camera.
That's true. Unfortunately, I don't have $70 to buy one.
You know I have one. If you wanted me to, I could have just sent it to you.
That's true, but I came up with this idea a week ago.
That's fair.
A really, really cool Nerf gun. I think it is one of the best Nerf guns that In-Strike Nerf has made.
Nerf guns.
And that would be the Nerf Deploy CS6, or at least that's what I like to call it. This is a very good Nerf gun. This is one of the more underrated Nerf guns.
You talk like I did in my old channel.
This is how I used to talk. This is not an exaggeration. This is how I used to talk in my videos.
Did you know that I found a complete review on the nail biter that I recorded almost 10 years ago?
What?
It's fully intact on my laptop.
I need to see this.
I'll show it to you later. It's not edited at all, but I filmed in such a way where editing would not have worked anyways, so... Yeah. Here's the thing. For my birthday or something, or for Christmas or something, I intend on porting those clips to my phone and editing them and uploading them on my channel.
Oh, yes.
To show everyone the ancient, stupid, terrible video from my old channel that no longer exists.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes. Anyways, let's get back into this mess.
That has come out from the In-Strike Elite line. I think it is great. It has a lot of things.
Wait, In-Strike what?
Elite line. More underrated Nerf guns that has come out from the In-Strike Elite line. I think it is great. It has a lot of things about it.
It's not elite.
That's why I want to review it, because I think Coop sucks and he shouldn't have given this such a terrible name. So
I mean, you're half right.
Right. Supervisor said make it stop. That being said,
No.
Let's get started.
Oh my god!
This is my old intro.
This is your old intro? Why is it better than your new one?
Because it's terrible quality.
No, why is it actually better than your new one?
It's because I took the final picture at a bad angle and it's like 360p quality.
No, I mean, it actually is more fun to watch than your new intro, and I'm not telling you that as an April Fool's joke. I'm being 100% genuine with you.
It's more creative. I need to actually redo it.
Please redo it. Or I can do it for you.
I will do it. I can do it. Don't worry.
You can't do it. You're too lazy. You're too lazy making derpy clown faces on the flare gun in the background.
We'll make it, I promise. Okay, so let's get started.
Oh my god! The pause.
Okay, so...
Oh my gosh,
let's
the
talk about
frickin' pause.
The Nerf Deploy CS6. I think it is very great. I think it is very nice and a very good Nerf gun overall.
Oh my
But
gosh.
let's get into the operation. So, first you want to... set your
Why do you keep
Nerf gun
slapping
to
it?
Deploy down. And you're going to need a clip. I would say the 6-round clips are the better ones.
Why are you so annoying? Even without you you just said that you were going to be calling the magazine's clips and the blaster a gun. You didn't tell me that you were literally going to be the most annoying person you could possibly be.
You could do bigger, but
Already,
6 rounds just works with this very well.
You're already extremely annoying, but this is so much worse.
I think, and it's also very practical. 6 rounds is way more.
No, it isn't.
Way more because you can literally hold 6 Nerf bullets.
Oh my god!
I have to
That's all I
specify
did. I
the Nerf
channeled my
bullets
old self.
What?
I just channeled my old self in this video.
You
That's
did.
it.
Yeah. I should channel my old self in a video. You will be terrified by what you see.
Unfortunately, YouTube does not like it when I call them real bullets. And
Oh my gosh.
and it really sucks because there's no other word for a Nerf bullet. If there was only another word that wasn't so provocative for the YouTube algorithm and couldn't get me demonetized, but unfortunately we're stuck with Nerf bullets. But once you get Nerf bullets, I recommend
He
getting
keeps saying
about
bullet.
6 for a 6-round mag. It makes sense.
Oh my
What
god!
you need to do is load them in.
You should have loaded it backwards. Ah! 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 No! Stop it!
Your gun, and you want to prime the handle back.
I hate you.
Once you do that, you put it in. Now the clip well is very nice.
Oh my
They
god,
did
it's not a clip
pull
well.
The clips and puts them in really well. You could put it at the top like this, but it obstructs your accuracy. With a Nerf gun this precise, you are going to need your
How is it
scope
precise?
here, and this is a very nice scope. This scope gives you
It's not a scope!
good laser point accuracy, especially with the laser light up the front, which I don't have any way to turn on because I don't have batteries.
You should have gotten batteries,
It's really
you idiot.
powerful. Like if I turn it on, it might actually blind you. That's how powerful it is. But you want to push the thing forward.
It won't
and
blind you.
I usually like to just make sure it stays there, and then you want to pull the trigger of the Nerf gun, and it's very, very nice. I think it gets.
Dude, this is giving guys stop modding to 111. Nerf set it on the warning 1111.
Around 87 FPS, I think. I don't have a chronograph, but I
I don't have a chronograph. 87. If the deploy hit 87, I would lose my crap.
do have this Nerf chronograph from the Modulus line, and I think this is the most accurate chronograph.
No.
As you can see, 65 FPS. Wait, that's actually not that bad.
No, it isn't that bad. You'll say, oh, the deploy is too hard, as it hits mid-60s. This thing unironically outperforms the Maverick.
It does.
I don't get how it does that, but it really does.
You get 65 FPS, which is on the lower end. Now that one, this must be broken because it says 56, but I know this thing averages at 87.
It must be.
42. Okay. Obviously, this chronograph is broken.
I don't know why. That just like fully reminded me of the guy who, every time he would lose at his video game, he would go and buy a more expensive controller because his logic was that he wasn't using top-of-the-line equipment, which was hindering his ability to play. I actually knew this guy. His name was Jacob, back in middle school. And in, like, 6 months, he had spent $800 worth of controllers.
Wow.
And he still couldn't complete it. I gave him frickin' Elden Ring and told him to play it. He ended up buying so many frickin' controllers. He has like 7 of those those PS5 like Edge controllers, the DualSense Edge, the like most expensive remote that you can get. He has like 7 of those.
That's great. The deploy gets good performance and it fires pretty well. It doesn't have slam fire, although if you hold down the trigger at just the right squeeze angle, you actually can kind of slam fire it.
That's weird. I think
So that is something you can do with the deploy.
I think your deploy is broken because it's not supposed to do that.
No, if you squeeze it, just every deploy, if you hold it just right, you can actually like relax your finger enough where the retention of the trigger pushes back up and you get slam fire.
Yeah, if it's doing that, that means your catch is going. So you might have to replace the catch.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I put these little markings on here to look in the barrel. Okay.
Oh my god! You just casually looked in the barrel for no reason.
That was for phase in particular.
Oh, that makes sense. And then you drew access on it. I don't understand why people draw like the access door thing on it, because in my opinion it just makes that part of the blaster look messier.
Oh, I found it. I don't know what to say. These markings here to stylize it, give it a little bit of personality. But yeah, looking at the barrel, there is an air restrictor in there, but you can still mod it, just take up the air restrictor, and you can actually get pro performance out of it, which is great.
Oh my god.
Why? What are you doing?
What? What did I
Get
miss?
pro performance out of it, which is great. And kind of slam fire it, which is interesting.
You say
I put these little markings on here to look in the barrel. Okay. I put these markings here to stylize it, give it a little bit of personality. But yeah, looking at the barrel, there is an air restrictor in there, but you can still mod it, just take up the air restrictor, and you can actually get pro performance out of it, which is great.
I'm gonna play a game where every time you say I'm gonna like do a Russian roulette with Nerf blasters or something like that.
Oh no, you're gonna be in trouble.
You say you said like 80 freaking times.
It's pretty comfortable.
Oh my god!
It's nice and smooth. The main grip is good. The stock is nice too. It's very comfortable, and I like it a lot. It stays in the shoulder very well, and see if you squeeze it tight enough to crush 700 planets, you can keep it shouldered.
What? If you squeeze it tight enough to crush 700... My reaction in that little skit was so much I was reacting watching it this morning. Hi, Spider. The deploy's better than end strike barrel. The deploy's better than double punch because it has an end strike barrel lug. Hi, world.
It is nice. But the biggest feature this blaster has is deploying. So you pull down this, you close it here.
Oh my gosh! Stop slapping it.
Have a suitcase. As a businessman myself, I
Business.
personally find this very helpful to basically carry this.
Oh
like,
my
a
god.
suitcase. So like I'll go into
You said basically 3 times in a row. How are we only 5.5 minutes in?
my office and I'll have this, and everyone's going to see this and they're going to be like, well, that's obviously a business suitcase.
Yeah.
He's obviously a businessman, but then I hit him with this, and then I pull it out, and they're like, oh no, I'm in a Nerf war. And I weirdly...
That's what they're gonna say. Oh, you're a businessman because you have a business suitcase for business. And then they're gonna say, oh no, I'm in a Nerf war.
enough, I actually this black and did it at a bank, and I found out the hard way that you actually get shot in the leg and put in jail for some reason. It just sucks because you think.
Oh my god! That's like the worst thing that you've ever said in any of your videos.
Well, bankers would want to, have a fun Nerf war, but they don't. They just arrest you like you're doing something terrible.
Don't
But
take
there
your
is no
kids in the
stop
rank,
point,
please.
which kind of sucks. It doesn't need one though, because this is the perfect stop. However, I will say up at the front there is a Nerf barrel, so if you want to put your Nerf barrel in the Nerf barrel,
Oh my gosh.
you just
Oh my gosh!
and it works.
Of course you would take that one and put it on! You freaking asshole! Of all the godforsaken barrels you could have put on that, you chose this one. What is your problem with me? Why do you have a problem with me being happy? Travis, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. It just sounds like you're spamming random crap now.
Nicely, you got a foregrip right here, and it works really well.
You smash your
I
thumb
really
on
like
that.
How that works. It's great. And now, if you really want to, you can boost your accuracy to pro levels with
Yeah.
a longer barrel.
That
This is what
works.
I prefer. And if this one scope isn't
This actually works. People don't want you to know that. Yeah.
enough, even though this is the best scope money can buy you,
You need 3 scopes.
you can put a scope on here.
Of course it's the clear shot scope.
Double scopage. And that
Double
goes along with the
scopage!
barrel extension. That makes it even more accurate and dead on. So this is my preferred combo, although I might add a couple other things. Like,
Oh, no.
foregrip is a must-have,
It already has a foregrip.
as well as a tactical machete. But then you see, you've got more stuff
I was gonna say I will pay you $100 for that, but then I realized it was the Zombie Strike one and not the Modulus one, so now I take it back.
on top here. And that's where I think it's necessary to have a long shot scope, because then you maximize accuracy output, and then you can also put some dart storage.
Oh
on
my
there as
God.
well. And I think this is an ideal
How heavy was that?
You'll see combo for the Nerf deployed CS6 gun. I think
You just said gun for no reason, just because you wanted to.
it works great. If you shake it up like this, you actually get spin for your Nerf bullet, and that makes your Nerf bullet hit way more accurately.
What?
And I really like that.
What are you even
This is my
saying?
preferred combo that's very practical and makes the most sense. But
How many
now
times
I
have you
take
said,
that off because I don't want to. I want it to be battle legal.
Oh my
That would make it
gosh!
too powerful. So yeah, that is how you do a deploy. And I'm gonna look at the barrel again because I mean it just has so many things. But this Nerf gun is amazing, and it is my favorite of them all. I give it a 10 out of 10 for this one. I think
Of course you said 10 out of 10. We're only halfway through and you're saying 10 out of 10. What's gonna happen for the rest of this? Why is that black? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus Christ. What? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it through this. Okay, we're just gonna pretend like that. That's not there.
great and has a lot of potential to be a good Nerf gun. You can't really mod it that well. Don't ignore that. But you can't really mod it that well because it is very good. You don't need to mod it.
You can't mod it because it's very good. That makes perfect sense. Tez dwells into insanity. Ask him if he followed a script during this and the ums were added.
I follow. This is all made up.
Of course it is.
It's great. I really like that. I think it's good and nice. But yeah. Also off topic, but I think the Nerf deploy reminds me a lot of the Centurion, and the Centurion was a great blaster. My grandfather back in the day ran the Centurion when he was doing missions in the Vietnam War, and he would snipe soldiers with the Centurion, and it was more effective, and it didn't hurt them, which is why he used the Centurion. And I think that's why the Centurion is just as good as the deploy.
Why did you keep zooming?
My grandfather, who was, he had a lot of adventures. One time he went to a gas station and
oh my
gosh,
gosh!
a granola bar. Now, I know this isn't relevant information, but I thought you guys would like to know that he got a granola bar from the gas station, and it is, great. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this review.
Stop slapping it. No.
I don't think I missed anything. Doesn't need a range test. You all are aware of how good this is. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Why did you do that?
Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed that April Fool's video. Obviously, I'm not a noob. That was me simulating a noob to the best of my ability. Basically how I was, I'm looking at the
vlog strike white
out.
out.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little skit. Obviously, for comedic reasons, I'm going to be stuck saying because I was training myself to do that. Do you realize how many years I had trained myself to not say that? And that all just got undone with the video because I had to purposely say it. And now I'm going to be saying it. For the next several videos, I'm going to have to edit it out, and it's going to be so stressful. Why did I do this to myself? But again, I hope you guys enjoyed that April Fool's video. I think it was a little bit more, funnier than my last one, which was kind of misleading, and I am sorry for that. The modulus deploy was, a little bit misleading. I actually want to apologize for that. I shouldn't have done that. But this is more...
It was an April Fool's video. You don't have to apologize for it. Oh god, there's only like 45 seconds left.
A funny one. I think you guys are going to get a good laugh out of it. And it's deploy related too, so expect every April Fool's video to be deploy related, at least for the foreseeable future. And there I go saying again. Oh no, I gotta condition myself again. I gotta recondition myself. All of years of training has been undone, and I gotta redo it and recondition everything that I've ever done. Also, I felt like this video wasn't enough, so I actually added another Has Karen skit on here. And for any new viewers, Has Karen is my original character that I kind of created for Nerf skits. So you might need to go watch other Has Karen lore videos to understand this. So yeah, enjoy.
Here we go. 4 minutes left. I'm gonna try not to laugh. Are you playing Geometry Dash? No, I'm not playing Geometry Dash. Thank you.
Well, let's see if you don't laugh.
Okay. As Karen Bliss.
Hello everyone, this is Has Karen, and today I'm going to show you how a blaster deploys, specifically the deploy in general. So let's bust out our trusty markers.
Oh god.
We got our markers now. So first we're going to draw a deploy. Don't mind the mess on the board. So a deploy
What is that?
looks like this. It's basically two squares, and that's the handle of the deploy right on there. So as you can see, and then the barrel lug. So that is a deploy. It's a pretty accurate depiction.
Okay. Okay. Let's continue.
Of a deploy, if I do say so myself. And what happens is all of this is out there now, and you want it to not be out there. There's also the magwell on the side, and basically how it
That's a
works is-
magwell.
I don't have an eraser. You basically just move that, and there's a gearbox in here. Now this gearbox
A gearbox.
itself is what
That's a
makes
gear.
everything run. So when you press the button on the side, you actually flip the magnet up, and then you make this go in. So it looks like a jumbled mess now, but
What is
you
it?
look at the lines, and you realize, you know, you have a suitcase. So race a couple lines, and then it turns right there into a suitcase. And that is how a blaster...
That's a suit. Oh my god! Why?
Boys. Now, the question is, what operates the gearbox, and how does that work exactly? Well, I'm glad you guys asked. So,
Oh no.
that, I don't have an eraser. Don't mind the mess on there. Well, basically, this is what the inside of the deploy looks like, and we're just gonna kind of have that there. Okay, so this is the
How is-
inside of the deploy.
How is that what it looks like?
It starts to go out there in the barrel, but inside there is not a village of gnomes. Gnomes only live in double action blasters, as it is well known. There's actually a village of elves that live in there, and these village of elves, they have arrows, and now these arrows will shoot at the gearbox, and that will turn the gearbox and make it spin around. And then it makes the blaster flip up and deploy. So that is what a deploy does and how a blaster deploys.
Let me go back a little bit because I was distracted.
A village of elves that live
Elves.
there. And these village of elves, they have arrows. And now these arrows will shoot at the gearbox.
Oh my
and
god.
that will turn the gearbox and make it spin around. And then it makes the blaster
You're just
flip up and deploy.
drawing more
that is what
crap.
A deploy does and how a blaster deploys. I think this is a very good example of how this
You're
works.
trying so hard.
I'm not breaking character, guys, don't worry. So that is how a deploy works, and it's basically simple. It's all about the elves that live on there. I know how it works because I graduated from Harvard. So yeah.
You graduated from Harvard. Okay.
Yes. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. That's how a Nerf blaster deploys. Oh no, Bricko is coming. I gotta go, guys. Bye.
Now enjoy these bloopers of me saying the correct things and breaking character. Oh no.
The mag.
Ugh. I hate that.
This is a very good blaster. This is a very nice blaster. I think it is very nice and a good blaster overall. And then you want to take your blaster and with the blaster this size, you are gonna
The way you yell every single time.
the deploy Nerf CS6 blaster, and I really do like it. And sorry, I can't do it.
Oh my god.
That's the video.
That was amazing.
So yeah, what do you think of my new video review style, and should I keep using this style?
Oh yeah, it's so
going
much
forward?
better than the last style.
Oh yeah, I think I improved way better. Yeah.
Oh. My chest hurts.
Should I change the title to Saurus to?
What?
should I change the channel name to Umasaurus227?
No. We are talking about the D boy, right? Guess what else starts with D? Dinosaur. What killed the dinosaurs? A meteor. Guess what else starts with meteor? A meteor storm. What does meteor storm start? What?
What?
I don't know.
He was going somewhere and then
He lost it. He lost it.
But yeah, that is the masterpiece that I have spent, whole week, 3 days on.
It was funny. I may have to film my firing demo tomorrow. I'm tired.
I think this video did it.
Well, granted, we've been sitting here for an hour when I expected to just be sitting here for like 15, 20 minutes.
How have we been here for an hour?
Because we were yelling about movies for 20 minutes straight.
That makes sense. I guess I want to say one thing to the chat.
No. Okay, well, I'm gonna see. I already did a Jolt review. I'll see y'all.